Hello people, and Martin from Fife-Flying. Welcome back again. Previous you saw my introductory video on what I use and how I use stuff. I did say that I was going to make a video on Litchi Mission Hub. So basically, this is how you make a mission Litchi Hub. I will put a link in the description to this. Always share location, just finds where you are. Saves you the time of finding yourself. So this is it. Make sure you're logged in because it saves everything to your account. So this is the online version of Litchi. It's basically, it uses Google Maps. It's a bit out of date on the Google Maps side, but Google Maps is out of date as well. It is ads on it, but if you've got ad blocker running, then it gets rid of them. But it's one of the ones. If you like the program, why don't you support it? Keep the ads. Anyway, so this go around interface. This is here at the top, new 0 minutes 0 seconds. This is your actual mission time or your new mission that you make. You got your map, you got your terrain. Now this is quite good because the terrain, it shows you the elevation difference. I like using this and with the satellite. It helps me to remember where it is, what's the incline, decline, whatnot. That is good with labels, tells you where places are, like so. And then you've got your discover. Now the discover goes to the whole map, and this is everyone apart from you who loads things up. If you've got your own missions up, it will not show them. Pardon me. So I've made missions around here. They're not shown, but other people's are around the area. So best way to do this, if you look at them, this person's got one. It tells you the user. You click on it. Like I say, click on it. It shows what he's done. Around a football pitch, simple, basic, not too complicated. Okay, so we go clear that, and then go back to discover. And if you have a video of yours and you like people to like watch your videos as well and what you've done, people live in the area near you and they've done the same thing, they can see, oh, this guy did that video. So if you see a yellow one like so, and blue one's just the actual fight itself, and you got this yellow one, you click on that, and it shows you this flight. But if you look at it again, it says double click to watch. You double click it. No, don't go to that. Cancel that. Double click it. It'll load up this little box and it'll be his flight. Whoever this is his flight over it. Fast forward a little bit. There we go. It shows you the whole way around it, as you see there. So that's how they do it. I just click away from it. That's why the Litchi app's quite good how it is. So what you do is how to do these. You go return home, and I'll show you in a second. So it still has its 1.86. It's because that's the last mission what I clicked on. This is to rotate your missions, but you don't really want that. Scale them. I'm not really bothered about or move or clear. Now these I don't really care about, but apart from clear. Okay, so you go to missions, you can click to new mission or open. Now this is my missions here, Ely Chain Walk. They're all public, so if you're living in the area and you lose each and you can see my missions, you want to fly them, fair enough. Leslie Quarry was a disaster because I'll show you. Where's this? Download, open. There we go, Leslie Quarry. It's changed this top part here where number 2, 3, 1 is and 4. That's not there anymore, it's more over the middle bit down here. So this is an out of date map. So that was a failure. I just gave up on that. I just flew around the middle of it and went back to my final destination, my start destination. So that was a failure. Go to open. Let's see, click the prompt. That was another good one. The only problem was I was too far away from the wall. I was wanting to see wall into this because I just redone all this, but I never got it. So the only thing I would change with this has been about halfway closer to this, and I've been loving it. Apart from that, it was really good. I took off from here. I flew total down to here, and then it came back on itself. Then Ely Chain Walk. This one here. This is the best one so far. Of me using autopilot fully, and I have made autopilots in between hand, and they've they have came up quite well. But I've not saved them. I just deleted them by mistake and whatnot. I need to remake them so people could use them as well. But this is the best. This is quite a complex one for me, to be fair. So if you look at it, it tells you your distance between each marker, your height between each marker. So here I had all these ones. The heading was different by itself. The heading was facing the way it was going, and then when I hit number 9, I made it start focusing on points, and so you can see all the faces and whatnot. There is this one goes up to from 30 to 100 in altitude. There's a little cloud on top. That's the altitude. It goes up there. The camera glitches out, but that was me messing up a setting. Delete that. So I can't complain. It's my own fault. But apart from that one there, it looked perfect. Then it goes around here. It goes up higher. Then the gimbal drops and looks straight down, and I get a bird's eye view on the way back this way. It looks awesome. It really does. And then it comes back around here and goes in this at the bottom, but I had to cancel the flight out around 24, 25 because it started to rain, and you don't want it to rain when you're flying a drone. So I cancelled that and came straight back and landed and jumped in the car. So that's that. I'm going to show you now how to actually make these missions. So we won't go to a new mission. Now I'm going to just do it around a point of interest in my local area that I know. Click home, it'll bring you back. Okay, so this map here, it shows you these flats. Now, this flat, that flat, and that flat are the only ones remaining. This one here and these ones here have all been knocked down, and that's been about 4 years ago. So you can see how old the map is. You need to know like some kind of knowledge of the area before you start doing this, or you do this then just double check everything. But I live down this street now. Technically, I can take it off from here and fly around the water tank. This is like a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, it's a water tank." So if this is just the route I was going to do. If I take it out from the back garden as such, I'll start it from here. This is the first point, waypoint 1, and you point waypoint 2 here. Now, it does go uphill quite a bit, but we can justify that and fix it. And what you do is you just want to click on this here and around again, around again, and around again, and back to your original point. Okay, I say back to your original point. Cancel that. Number 6. Oh come on. There we go. Number 7. So it comes back to it. So it's like a little loop you're going to do. Now if you zoom in a little bit more with your mouse wheel. Now to put waypoints down, you just right click, right click puts a camera marker down, and when I notice you've done that, all the cameras snap to it, but I'll delete that and I'll show you again. And to move the map, just hold your left mouse button down and move it around. But if you click after, like so, it'll put another waypoint down. It's easy enough to delete. Sometimes it's a bit of a pain to get used to it, but you'll get used to it. Now, all this here are houses now. This bit around there's houses. This is still a school field, but what we want to do is we want to move this. You can just hold down on it when your left mouse button, move it. You want to try not to make it go over people's houses so much because, you know, regulations and whatnot. There's a radio mast here as well, so you might get some interference if I do fly this ever. And so I want to make it do like a U-turn around it, so I get a focus and point of this. So if I click my camera here, all cameras snap to it. Now the altitude of the camera is going to be 1, so this is going to be at ground level. This is about, I'm not too sure how this is, but maybe 20-30 meters up this water tank is. So we just cancel that out, so they're all snapped to it, but even these two are snapped to it. So you know, it's this one here, you don't need to have this one snapped to it as well, because you might want to return flight as well. But it's up to yourself if you want to see it going there and coming back from there as well. So it's up to yourself how you want to do it, but this is just for just for showing you what to do. So if you want to look into this, it says curve size, heading, the point of destination, focus, the gimbal pitch still, but put a focus point of view, point of interest, because so it'll snap to it and follow it around each waypoint. Go to this one, put point of destination none, so it's just not focused on anything. It will start focusing on it when it hits number 2. Use the blue arrows to go back and forth between waypoints. It's a good way to quick it. Go to focus again. Uh, focus again. Focus again. And focus again. It shows you your gimbal pitch as well. Now remember, with your gimbals, it doesn't do it 25, it's minus 25. I made a whole video up, or tutorial, well actually, I made a whole course in the chain walk, and I actually had it plus, not minus, so I had to fix all that on the scene. What was a nightmare. So anyway, that's this again, and you go again, last one is there, and you go to disable on that to none, but to make it pretty neat, you go back one, and on this one here, you click disable, you put the head in, and you flick it that way. So what happened now is, when it goes from 5, it'll go around to number 6, and when it hits 6, the drone itself will start to turn, so the forward facing is going back to the original dash where your finish point is, and it will face that way now. And that's how you play with your head-ins. Point of interest put none as well, so the gimbal will be focused on what way it's facing, and it will look straight. Now the altitude is now 30. I know for a fact this goes uphill, and I want to make these altitudes a little bit bigger, just in case. You know, you'll always be better to be safe than sorry. So let's raise up to 61 meters. Do it again, put it at 60. Okay, you know, it doesn't have to be bang on 60, but you know, it's something like this. And then you could go a little bit higher on this one if you want, save up to say 90, 80, then put down back down to 60, so it goes up at one point, and it gets the camera goes up, so you get more of a bird's eye view on it. It's the nice shots you get on that as well, and then it'll come back down on itself again, so it goes up like a curve, and then you want to put this at 60 as well, so you'll land it by yourself. You don't want that to land because it is a crowded area until if you're doing it here. But depending on where you are, up to yourself. It's always up to yourself. So this is that. Now this is, it goes up, so just imagine if you're flying up here, it'd be 60, 60, 60, then it will raise around this corner here up to 87, then it'll come back down again, and it'll look nice. But if you want to add in a second point of interest, just say if you want to have a little look at this roundabout here, you put your right click, put another focus down there. Now see, none of these are snapped to it, it's still snapped on one, but if you want number 5 to go, well hold on a second, let's go have a look at point of interest 2. Click on that and it will automatically snap. So from here to there, it'll be still looking at that, but once it's there, it'll turn around, look at this, and by the time it hits from 5 to 6, we get a nice view of the town down this way as well. And when you hit number 6, depending on what way it'll rotate back, it'll come back and face anywhere else and come back here. So that's how you add different pictures, different things. You can raise the height of these, you know, but this is the way the gimbal looks. But it is at 1 altitude because it's at road level. But if you're doing buildings or cliffs and you don't want the bottom, you want halfway up it, you have to set the altitudes. You will have to fly a couple of times to get it bang on perfect. I think I've only got one right once, and that's it. So yeah, it's one of the ones. But that's how it works on this. Now once you've done that, you go to missions, you go to save. You save it as, just say, water tank hill, water hill, right? Okay, catapult hills, whatever. It's up to yourself. You save it, and it goes away. Now you go to. Then you want to clear this, it disappears now, so that's it. Go to open, water hill, and it's just, oh, that's well done. Oh, okay, so it loads up now, so that's it. Tells you your total distance, and it tells you how long it's going to take to complete that trip. That's quick. What you can do, you can change the speed of it with inside of the app itself. So once you go to the app, you go to the left hand side and you've got the flight control missions and max speed and whatnot is there. That's how you're going to change it there. This actions 1, you can make it stay for a certain point for a while. You could make it so you stay for action 1, it will stay there, it will take a photo at a certain angle, so you can make it stay there for 5 seconds and then it will take a photo as well. But if you want to record the whole entire thing, you keep it recording. You know, it means you have to stop it. You put a lot of actions for certain places. You know, you can put several actions and make it do things. So you can make it get there. You make it do stop recording. You can make it stay there okay, and then you can make it take a picture, right? Then you can make it, where's it gone? Okay, then you can make it start recording again, and then it will start moving back to around the course. So there's actions that you could do with it as well. It's pretty neat. It means you just have to sit back and relax and only get involved if it really screws up on itself. And that's that. Um, there's what else is there? So if you go back to the map, this is how I figure a lot of the terrain differences out. Make sure you click terrain. It should load up. Why is it loading up? Come on. Okay, so it's not. Well, it is loading, but it's not loading that much. It's not that good actually here. I know for a fact this goes uphill, but you can see here it always shows big indentations around the place and hills. So I know for a fact from local knowledge this goes uphill, but it's not showing it. Might show on this kind of. No, it doesn't. In fact, so it's quite difficult. You need to have a knowledge of the local area, how the area looks, and before you start playing with stuff. Settings is another way to change your speed as well. If you don't want to use it through the app, your cruising speed you can change it down, and when you change it down, if you look at the top, it shows you the flight time difference. You can make it go up to very slow to make it nice and slow or whatnot. And then your curve size, keep your curves because it looks nice with curves. It doesn't look so much tacky if it's straight lines. 75% default curve size is good. And select what aircraft you've got. You've got Fire 3/4/Inspire 1, and that's there. Now, if you want to go to just say you wanted to show this or you want to keep this one private at the moment because it's a testing one, you want to do some more tests on it, then you could just go that, okay, and that's it. You could add your YouTube video to it. If you make a video, add up there, update, and other people can see it, and that'll be that. Easy enough to delete. Click delete, and it's gone. I want to delete Legs the Quarry as well because it was a failure. I don't want people risking their drones on that one. It comes to part of your responsibility as well. You want someone to use your mission, make sure it works, because you're responsible for their drone. Kind of, you make the mission, they should be still responsible. But if they trust you, it's a hard thing to do. Trust people, but if they're trusting you, make sure it's at least working, at least. But if you're not too sure about someone's mission, it's easy enough. I'll show you how to. This shows you people in the area, well, not in my area, but in general, who's got their drones as well, but the missions. But go to discover, and it'll automatically load out to the biggest picture ever. I'm in blinking Sweden here. Let me clear my mission first. Okay, so let's go to this person's here and Carlisle. So if you're looking at his mission, so it looks like a little go-kart racetrack. So but look at the altitude. The altitude's 5, but local knowledge for him, it's quite clear, and it's actually a simple course. So he's probably just doing a quick little course of this, and it's okay. It's nice. But if you weren't too sure, just have a look at these altitudes. And if the altitudes are the same all over, then there's nothing to worry about. 57 seconds he's doing it. He's probably going quite fast in that, I guess. But let's go into another one. Let's go into another one. Delete that waypoint because I don't want that one. Code to clear again. Always clear after you click on someone's mission because it loads it up for you. This is an interesting one. It's in the South Tip by Steve, whoever that is. Now he's got quite a lot. Now it looks like this guy's brave. It's always over water. So, it's quite nice. I bet you it's going to be a lovely video of that, how he's done it. Did he start off on a boat, or maybe he started off on land? I'm not too sure. It looks like he started off on land and he just started over there. But, 3.8 kilometers, 11 minutes. So if you look at that, 30 altitude, he hasn't changed his altitude at all. So, must be safe to do so. Let's go to some more different areas. See this one here over London. Quite surprised you get these over London because they do say do not fly over popular areas. But mind you never be surprised these days. Okay, so it's popular in middle London, but it's a big massive golf course. So you can't complain. Again, his altitudes are at 50 metres. um, safe enough level. It's just make sure you check everyone's mission before you fly it, or even before you even try to attempt to fly it, because you don't want yours crashing and go, well, I couldn't deserve that because of that. I wasn't too safe on that. I would make just it's just being extra safe. You know, these things are worth a lot of money, and I know for a fact I don't want mine just crashing into the ground for no apparent reason. This guy's got multiple levels. This is what I've been looking for years. Now look at his levels. It goes up and down, down and down and down again, up and up and down, whatever. It's quite an interesting one. Just make sure when he's going over this bridge, it is high enough. These buildings, you know, just make sure if there's any local landmarks, just make sure it's clear in it, because sometimes they might have got a mission wrong, like something wrong, and they haven't flown it yet, but they've put it on people to use, and they haven't flown it, and you go, okay, I'm going to use that, and bam, crash. Just make sure. But that's that. Okay, so shortcuts. This tells you how to do stuff. Pretty self-explanatory. I told you already how to do it, but it's, you know, just in case you forget for quick ones. Settings. Okay, we've done that already. So yeah, that's basically the Litchi hub. Now, when you save your missions, when you go to your Litchi app as well, make sure you connect it to the internet before you go out and load it up at the house. Even if you're not connected to your remote, just load it up just so it syncs with itself. And go to open. This is what you do in the app. You go to open and you click on my missions and you see what one you want to do and you load it up. And I'll show you another video of a mission that I'll make temporarily just for purposes of the video, and I'll show you what checks it does before you can fly. But I'll do that at a later date. You can import your own missions from other places, but I like making my own. It gives you a sense of adventure. It really opens your techniques up to flying, so it's pretty good. But anyway, I'm going to stop there. Thanks for watching again. If you've got any questions about anything that I've shown you or not shown you, but you still want a question about I might know the answer to, please ask them in the comments below. And please subscribe as well. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.